Welcome to your 49ers film session, film review. We're your film reviewers. Grant, Cohn, Jack Hammer. How you doing, Jack?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good. Last couple of weeks, we've just done offense. What we're going to do this week is defense on my channel, and then tomorrow, offense on your channel. Split it up. I want to start with defense. So I'm a little more interested to see, why is this defense so bad? And, the way I come into these, I know you've already watched it. I haven't watched it yet. But the way I come in, start a film session is obviously we're looking for which players messed up and which ones were good. We'll see that. But I like to sort of think about how am I grading the coaches? What am I looking for from D'Amico? And I know he got gashed. But what I want to see was, did he have what I want to look at is his fronts and his box counts. When he was getting gashed, did he change up the front? Were there change-up fronts that he attempted to go to, or was it the same thing the whole night, day? And then the other thing was, did he have light boxes? Or did he have an extra guy? Was he doing things he needed to do and guys just weren't executing, or was he not doing enough? That's what I want to see.
Sure. That sounds fair. We'll see all that. It'll show up really quick for us.
All right, let's get right to it. Should we go this way or this way? This way or this way? Let's try this way. I don't know, this one's new. Let's give it a shot.
The side way would probably be better because that way we're not in the shot.
Yeah, we're not in the backfield. Okay, you're right. All right, fair enough. Okay, let's go this way. Old school, classic. Okay, here we go. All right.
Yeah, they did fine here in the beginning of the game. This first series wasn't too bad.
Right. This is when DJ Jones makes the play and gets hurt.
Yeah. But even on this play, I mean, just watch the linebackers, watch Warner and Al-Shaair. These guys barely move.
Yeah.
They're catching all the time. They're never usually moving more than a yard forward. The only time I think we've ever seen them do that was a little bit in the Green Bay game, and then they got out of it once they got beat once.
You think they're coached to do that?
I sure hope not, because that's just with the way this front is built. If they don't attack the line of scrimmage, you're giving up 3-4 yards at a pop.
Right. Okay, so that's 3. Second down.
Yeah, and this is a sign of things to come too. I mean, they have a guy for, it should be tackled at the 20. 26 just runs by him, barely gets an arm on him.
Oh, 26. Yeah, it's the way it's a tone setter right there, right? Missed tackle on the second play.
Yeah, and it's another 5 yards, and that's another thing that you see as we go through this film is over and over again 49ers defenders getting to the Cardinals and giving up another 3 to 4 yards after contact.
Right, that should be down at the 20. Instead, he gets to the 25. And, if Diamond or Lenore had made this mistake, or God forbid Ambry Thomas, it would have been doghouse. But Josh Norman, hey, go get him, because he might get better at 31. I'm sorry. I just add the snark. Jack brings all the analysis. Okay, first down.
No, we're just getting started. I watched this film earlier today, and it's ugly. And they get a little bit of a break here. I mean, he's open. If the quarterback just throws the ball on time and gets it out of there, I mean, he gets a little bit of help because of the pressure on him. I think that's Bosa that hits him as he's throwing it. But if he gets that ball out just a hair sooner and out in front of him more, this is a big gain. Instead, it's under
Kyler Murray instead of Colt McCoy, right?
Yeah, if this is Kyler Murray, it's a touchdown because he's out. If he gets the ball in front of that guy and lets him keep running, it's gone. They're beat. They beat him here.
Yeah,
but it's a poorly thrown ball, and who's that? Wilson does a good job of getting over there.
See, I kind of like this because now we get more. It fills up the whole screen. Let's give it a shot. Hold on, let's give it a shot. Tell me if it starts getting in the way. This is a change up.
I kind of like being in the backfield.
Yeah, it's nice. We're on the field now. We're in the action. Okay. Nice play by Tavon Wilson. It would be his last nice play.
Yeah, this is the only time the defense really stops them until the end of the game.
Right.
Till they're down 31-7.
Okay.
And this is a nice play here, except for watch. You're going to get a nice little twist out of Bosa and Armstead at the top of the screen. So they get some pressure on. Oh, is it this one? No, it's going to be the next one. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is a nice little tackle by. See, this is what Hufanga is good at. Hufanga is good as he's good as a box safety, playing up to the line of scrimmage like a linebacker and then coming up and making plays.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, that's where he should be playing. He should be. He's a better linebacker than 51 or 36. That's
he's like you can play him in a cover 3, you know, because he plays this thing right over here, but you can't really do anything else with him. He's like a poor man's Cam Chancellor.
yeah, exactly. We're going to see that play out as this game goes through again.
I mean, God forbid you put him in man coverage, but I mean that was the way it was with Cam Chancellor. They didn't put him in man-to-man coverage.
That's when they're primarily.
I think he was a 5th round pick too. Could be wrong.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Okay. So that's how you use this guy if you use him.
Yeah, it works. This is what works. Putting him as your back deep where he's got to run with a wide receiver. He's going to lose way more often than he's going to win.
Yeah.
And so
flat.
Yeah, exactly.
Flat. Yeah. Okay. 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11, and watch this one. You're going to get a nice little twist at the top between Armstead and Bosa. Bosa's going to come inside with 91 going outside, but you can kind of already guess what's going to happen here. Anytime that 91 has contained.
Oh my God! I didn't even think about this during the game.
You know, he gets there's it doesn't result in anything, but he does
without fail.
Yeah,
it's Colt McCoy. Eric, one more time. I should make a mixtape. I actually did make one last year, and he said he liked it. He actually said he liked it on Twitter. Nice play mix. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and that's one of the few times Arden Keys actually made a play in his 49er career. So that was good.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the positivity for the 49ers because from there on it gets ugly.
So they come out and they have a little bit of juice in the first series. This is series number 2.
Yeah, so this is right after the fumble by Kittle.
Oh, this is terrible.
First play of the game, they just run it right up through the hole.
They're just terrible. So okay, let's see. So you got your standard wide 9, fine, and you got an 8-man box. I mean, you got the numbers.
Yeah.
But what happens?
Well, the linebackers don't move. That's part of it. Yeah. The linebackers are getting blocked 4 yards downfield.
Let's look at Warner. Yikes.
Yikes. Yeah.
And then you got Al-Shaair. I mean, whoa. That's not good.
The way that this looks like, it looks like to me like Al-Shaair needs to either get his head on the other. I think it's either Al-Shaair or Warner need to get their heads on the other side because otherwise it's just laying through.
No one beats the block. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, whoa.
No, and the only one coming forward on is Hufanga. The other, he's the safety, but the linebackers they just scrape across and get blocked.
Yikes! This is a team that just is getting manhandled. Like this is what Joe Staley was talking about. Like every single person is getting moved. You're getting moved. You're not doing anything. I mean, you're coming forward, but it's just like, what? It's terrible.
Yeah, look at the hole.
Terrible.
And then Armstead, look at them at the end of the play. Armstead and Warner get dragged for 4 or 5 yards after contact.
That's right. Oof. That's a bad look early in the game, 2nd and 2, where you're supposed to be jacked up with all that adrenaline in front of your home crowd. That's what it looks like on 1st down.
Yeah, and look at the gap in the middle of the field. And they do it,
Yeah.
This time they run it, McCoy keeps it because Ebicom dives down inside, but
oh yeah. I believe it's 1st down. Okay, 1st down. Moving the ball. Down. Man, Colt McCoy made this whole game look easy. 4 incomplete passes.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another handoff. And this is a better job.
It's a better
it's a harder edge, right?
Yeah, Ebicom comes down and he stuffs the guard, which forces the cutback.
Yeah. Good job. That's the kind of stuff they got him to do because he's not a pass rusher.
That's a really good job by Ebicom.
Yeah, nice. Okay. 2nd and long, I think. And now you're playing okay, got play action. Oh God. This killed him all day.
Yeah, they're sitting in they're in zone, I think it is here, and they're just the 49ers defensive line doesn't do anything here. Look at Bosa. Every time they run screen to his side, that's where he is.
Ooh, yeah. No awareness, right?
No, he doesn't. It's watch. Boom. Oh, I'm going to make a sack. I'm going to make a sack. Oh, nope.
Nope.
And there's no retracing of the steps, to turn and chase it down. It's just he's too far upfield. He doesn't feel it. none of the linemen really do. I mean, you're kind of getting a little half-ass effort out of Eric
Armstead.
Armstead when he turns.
Yeah, as opposed to DeForest Buckner, who would just bust his ass all game, every play. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So another bad look, second and short, screen.
And again, where are they going? They gained 10 yards on this play. Look at Tavon Wilson. He's there. He stopped. I mean, there's just no way that Tavon Wilson can let this go where it goes. He's got to keep coming after that and squeeze it and force that ball back inside to where he's got help.
Stops here, right?
Yeah, he just stops. I understand he's kind of breaking. You've got to kind of break down, but his positioning is bad. He's got to get closer to the block over there because there's no way that the other guy's going to make the play. He's got to kind of force that back inside.
You've got help to the inside here. You can't let him beat you here.
Yeah, he has key help. Chasing him from the inside where he can get to him. Poor angle.
Oh, terrible.
And and then he gets struck for 4 yards again.
Oof. Yeah, just hanging on for dear life. All right, here we go. First and 10. You get a 5-man front here. So he does throw he does have changed up looks. Now they throw a screen away from it.
Yeah, they're trying to bring Hufanga off the edge. So they're bringing pressure.
Okay.
And Arizona throws a screen away from it. That's going to be important as we watch this game play out, because every time the 49ers are bringing pressure and the screens keep going away from it.
Yeah.
They have them outnumbered over here, and there's just
they motion that guy over there to block.
Yeah. Now and the free guy is going to be Warner, but Warner's inside. There's no way that Warner's going to really. Rondale Moore is going to be. I think that's written up more, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. Make a play, Fred.
Yeah, but Warner's not going to catch Moore. Moore's too fast for him.
That's right. Wow. That's it, to me, like when I'm watching this during the game, it's like, this is way too easy. Way too easy. No AJ Green, no DeAndre Hopkins, no Kyler Murray. You did a good job against this team 3 weeks ago, and this is what you do now?
Well, Arizona had some success early on in that game with the screens to Moore and stuff, but they had one long one early in that game, if you remember, to the left side, but they called it a run because it was behind a line backwards pass. But
okay,
they come out here and they're getting a lot of success with it.
Okay, so here, same
good job.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a good job by Givens.
Yes.
Sort of absorbing that double team, and good job by Warner to get in that hole. Okay, 3rd and 1.
This is the quarter. They're going to hand it off here to Connor.
Yeah, this was
again though. I mean, watch 24. He's brought up and he's kind of sitting in the hole like a linebacker, but he doesn't. He's got to come up and make a play. He just sits there.
Yeah.
And they just catch. They're catching.
Yeah. And as opposed to striking.
Yeah, instead of just coming up and meeting him in the hole, he's sitting there 3 yards downfield.
Yeah, he's fielding a ground ball, right?
Yeah, and then here's the touchdown. Watch Emmanuel Mosley. There's so much wrong with this play. I mean, Mosley's got to try to force him back up inside. That's his job.
Sure.
He's got to attack that and force his outside, attack his outside and force him back in. But even if he does that, this is going to be a touchdown because Hufanga. I don't know where Hufanga is running half the time in this game. His angle. There's no way he's going to get there because that block right there by the receiver on the down guy. If even if Mosley does his job and forces this thing inside, there's no way Hufanga is going to run him down.
Touched him though.
Yeah, he touched him. He touched him. His hair looks good flying behind him.
Yeah, he got the tag right there. Boop. All right, hold on. Now, just a second, because a lot of people mess up on this play. Let's start with Eric Armstead. This is, I think, why Saleh didn't play him at defensive tackle on rundowns, because he starts here and ends up there. I'm just saying, so that's him. But then you got Bosa. Bosa is over here, and he just gets totally smacked and doesn't see that coming. Not really the most aware player, even in year 3. And then you got Al-Shaair getting blocked out of the play. You got Tavon Wilson for good measure. I mean, getting blocked by Christian Kirk, and then Mosley and Hufanga to top it off. But that's a full team effort of badness.
Well, the deal with Bosa, his play is fine because his job is to force it up inside there, but he gets no scrape from the linebacker. He gets no help from either of the guys any of the three guys in the secondary that should be there to stop this from being a touchdown.
He does get knocked back though. You saw the other one, Ebukam knocked the other one. I mean,
sure.
He looks like genuinely surprised that this guy smacks him in the face.
Oh, you're right. He doesn't do the job of stuffing that in the hole and making a big pile there. No.
I mean, no one really does their job on this play. I like pointing out that it's,
it's a full team effort.
It's a full team effort. Yeah. And that's what makes football so special. Okay.
Yeah. But that's one of the plays. That's one of the plays that Shanahan mentioned yesterday as far as the runs where the cornerbacks need to fill.
Certainly. And his three techniques not to, keep his gap integrity and his defensive end needs to squeeze that. And I don't know, his defense needs to be better. When he started saying that, like his defense really did good against the run except for 3 plays, that's when you lose me. That's when I start to hear Jim O'Neill, it's like, whoa, dude.
Sure.
Because that's gaslighting. Don't tell me that it's not, that it's better than it looks. It's not. Just tell me how you're going to make it better.
Yep.
I don't like when coaches are like, look, I'm an expert and it's really not as bad as you're making it seem. No, it is.
Yeah. And then here you've got, Kingsbury going Kyle Shanahan and putting his running quarterback in the game and trying to run with.
Yeah, the Cardinals traded up to number 3 for this guy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He's the future of the franchise. That's how you use him. All right, 2nd and 8. Mufasa says, guys, what if Colt McCoy is elite? Yeah, I mean, he just needed 13 years on the bench. This is I think the path we need to take for Trey Lance. When he's 35, I think he'll be ready. It worked for Colt.
Yeah, that's the right point.
Who's to say if it worked for Colt? All right, here we go. Let's check this one out. Armstead in the backfield. Nice. A little DeForest Buckner there with the swim move. Oh,
yeah, good move there. And then they get the hold on the edge.
If only he could finish it. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So what now? Hold on. 2nd and 18.
Yes.
Nice. See, that's a disruptive play. Nice. Good job. Oh.
Yeah, they get lucky on this one because this looks like it's going to be a big one, and but Hufanga and Wilson do a good job of coming up.
Yeah.
It looks to me like Alshire maybe he definitely forces this back across the field. It's almost like he overplays it a little bit, but hey, no harm, no foul because they're able to he's able to get his secondary help here.
Yeah.
So let's chalk that one up as a good play for Alshire because this one is probably his masterpiece.
Oh man, yeah, let's call that. That was a great play by Alshire, best play of his career.
But as we watch this play, I know we're going to talk about Alshire because he's going to miss the tackle. But watch, what is Emmanuel Moseley doing? Can somebody tell me where's Emmanuel Moseley going? They're in zone, and he just he runs in the middle of the field, and that's why this is a 21-yard gain. Where's he going?
That's a good point.
The missed tackle is bad enough, but if Mosley's in position where he's supposed to be, then it's his turn to make a tackcle. Instead,
he's here.
Yeah,
as opposed to here.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to be running across. He never had, but this is where he is when he realizes where the ball is. He has no clue until he gets to that point what's happening.
Yeah.
He's just pointing at his receiver going across the middle of the field. Hey. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so bad job by Moseley too, for sure. Let's look at it from the other angle so we can appreciate Aziz Al-Shaiir's part.
Yeah. Yeah, he really bites on a little stutter step by Sick there.
Now I hate coming back to like meta Niners topics, but there's a lot of hate for Dre Greenlaw out there who I kind of like. If he had done this, oh man, Niner fans would never let him hear the end of it. That's not good from Aziz. Not at all. Good at all.
And that's the difference, right? That the backup guys get all the breaks. The guys that are the starters, we get ripped on all the time.
That is true. And I'm guilty of that at times as well. We got a quick question from the audience. Jimmy says, does linebacker hesitancy come from poor coaching, diagnosing the play, or lack of aggression?
I think again, I don't know 100% what their scheme is, but it sure seems to me like it's a situation where it's a lack of aggression, and that probably comes from coaching.
Maybe it's also the fact that Fred Warner was a nickelback in college who is, very good athlete, but not a natural middle linebacker. I mean, he's more of like he plays a position because of what he can do in coverage, not because of what he does against the run.
Yeah, he's always been the more of the pass coverage guy. He's always had the guy that's always lined up next to him has always been more of the run stuffer.
That's right. That's right. That's what Reuben Foster was supposed to be. Stuff like that. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So now they've set this up. They've run a couple of screens and they fake one, and they get the reaction they want from him. Now it's 1-on-1, and Norman's sort of in the area code.
Yeah, they got the fake the little pump draws Williams wide open right behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have San Francisco wired in this game. Really.
Yeah. You could tell they're extremely well prepared, and they know exactly what they want to do against D'Amico Ryan's defense. This was a clinic, really. I mean, 26 passes, 4 incomplete passes, totally an annihilation on the ground. I mean, it's a clinic. This is what you do against the Niners defense.
Yeah, and they really don't. The 49ers don't stop them until the game's out of reach. That's the only time they stop them. They had the first drive, and then the next time they stop them, it's 31-7.
Okay, so here's that run that they tried earlier. They like pulling. It's basically a counter from the gun, and Ebukam does a good job again of squeezing it.
Yeah, and what makes the play is 51 comes downhill.
That's right.
Watch him come downhill. He's not playing that 5 yards down the field like he usually does.
Right.
This time he sees it, he attacks it, and
first time.
Imagine what happens. You get a good play out of it.
Yeah, first time. Okay.
But they're in this wide 9 front almost the whole game, or this wide split front. Good job by the linebackers. Knock it out.
Yeah.
It's a nice hit by Alshire.
Yeah.
He's got his eyes on him, breaks on the ball, breaks before the ball's thrown, and makes a nice hit.
Yeah, he anticipates it. That's great. I'm trying not to use the word situation because my dad just pointed out this terrible word. What's the down and distance? What's the down? It's a lazy word because it means everything and nothing at the same time. You can use it pretty much all the time. What's the down and distance? 3rd and 10.
Yeah, this is the Armstead play.
And this is what the Niners are trying to act like this turned the whole game. So they're saying if this, you get the ball back down 7, maybe you don't get blown out at home. Maybe.
It does. I mean, because what happens after this definitely is he definitely gets his arm around his helmet. I mean, there's no way that McCoy's helmet ends up where it does without. I mean.
Yeah, I mean it's the right call, but it's a great pass. Right, this is Buckner again. This is great job, Armstead. Nice. Just finish the play, man. You're almost 30. Can you please finish the play? So close. Yeah. So close.
His height, I think, hurts him a lot with that kind of stuff.
It makes it tough. Yeah, it does.
And they do this little sweet little
back
to Kirk, who hits him downfield. I like this one because I didn't notice it the first time we watched it, but I like the way that McCoy kind of flips that around behind him. It's kind of a nice little.
Yeah, let's watch it one more time. It's a nice play design. Kingsbury really feeling himself here. Oh, it's nice, yeah.
Because he fakes the throw to the screen and then they bring it around.
Yeah, they really have built a lot of stuff off of that simple screen.
Mm-hmm. It's the stuff. It's funny because this is the stuff that people were getting all excited about with the 49ers head coach.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so you got Tavon Wilson furiously coming in here thinking he's going to run, and then he just realizes, oh, damn, he's going to throw. And I'm screwed, and it's over. What a throw, too, by Christian Kirk.
Yeah, no, it is a really good throw. He hits it in stride.
Did Lance make that throw? I mean, God. Hips open, on the run. In stride. That's beautiful, man.
It's a better throw than Jimmy Garoppolo's going to make on the run.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a damn good throw. That's just a hell of a throw. Wow. Uh-huh. But, Tavon Wilson is terrible, man. He's going to give up big plays consistently. Dude. Oh. Is that number 2 so far for him? In this game?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we're at the 1.
Yeah, they're going to punch it in.
That's a really big hole between Ebukam and Jones.
Okay. Yeah, there's no way the Flyers are going to stop this.
Is this a goal line front? What is that? That's
no,
a goal line?
No, they're not. That's not a goal line front. That's their base defense.
What the hell is that, D'Amico? D'Amico, McFly. What?
It's their base defense against 12 against 12 personnel.
You can't do that. That's a bad look. It's a bad look. It's not what you play on the 1 yard line. I'm sorry, I'm not a defensive coordinator. Jack, would you call this?
No, I would go ahead and get in my goal line defense and play man against those guys on the edge, but because it's just too easy to run the ball up in the middle. I mean, he's at the goal line, I think, before he gets contacted.
Fair. Terrible. Yeah, okay, so I'm putting that touchdown on D'Amico. Like, give him a chance. They've had a goal line stand so far this season. Give him a freaking chance. What is that? Jeez. It'd be fun. I wish I owned the team and I could have like Monday meetings like Al Davis. D'Amico, explain this one to me.
Monday quality control.
Oh my God, that'd be so much fun. I just have to save $3 billion.
Yeah. So that drive right there. Well, they already had their first drive was after the Kittle fumble. This is after the Ayuk fumble now. So instead of it being 14-7.
Can I make a point real quick? So sure. They almost get off the field with this play by Armstead and they get screwed. They didn't really get screwed, but it's bad luck. Okay, it's bad luck. You got the guy it's a bang bang play, game of inches, yada yada yada, real close. This is the next two plays, like total breakdown in the secondary, and then your defensive coordinator forgets to call a goal line defense. That's terrible. Move on to the next play, right?
Absolutely. It's so they call it sudden change, right? The turnovers are sudden change. This is a sudden change situation as well.
And they're crying. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Stop them.
They're undisciplined. They're undisciplined. Yeah. That's this team from top to bottom is undisciplined, and they worry about stuff that is outside their control all the time. And it goes back to 2019.
Thank you. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Let's move on. All right, moving on. Second quarter, I believe so.
Yep, beginning of the first play of the second quarter for them. Stuff them here on first down. I think they get 2 yards. Gets it out to the 9-yard line.
Yep.
This is Enos Benjamin. I think that's his name.
Okay, so that's good defense. You got the wide 9 still in an 8-man box. Good. I mean, it's working so far, but they're going to give up some big chunk plays. I mean, playing with fire. See how it goes. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and then as soon as they go motion here, that puts Hufanga having to read the inside receiver, number 3. And there's no way he's going to keep up with Christian Kirk.
Yeah, I saw Dante Whitner break this one down too. And they're trying to get this look, right?
Yeah. Yes. They that's why the ball, they know that they want to take a shot at him. They want to get him and manned up one-on-one with a receiver. And that's what happens here. What's that?
So how do you do it? He's going to be in, this is, I guess, quarters. You just have 3 wide receivers over here, and now he's responsible for him.
Yeah, because once you get in, when you have 2 deep safeties, the number 3, which is the receiver on the hashes, that becomes the backside safety's man. Right. And so he does a good job, and he gets his eyes on him. He knows where he's supposed to go, but he's flat-footed.
Yep.
And this other guy's already gained, 5 yards into his sprint. There's no way that Hufanga can turn and run with him. He doesn't have the speed.
Oh, watch him not have the speed. That looks like Richard Sherman.
Yeah, it does.
Looks like Richard Sherman.
Yeah, this is
in terms of how slow he was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. The only way that he makes this play is if he turns and starts to run with Quirk right off the snap.
Yeah. Ooh, burned. Big play after big play after big play. Okay.
So again, sudden change situation. You have a stop on first down, but you get a big gain on second.
Yeah. Here you got wide 9 with 2 deep safeties on 1st and 10. This is amazing, but they stop it. But really there's not okay, we suck against the run. This is what we're going to do to make sure we're better against it. Nah, we're just going to do what we do, and we'll execute. Okay, they executed here. Good. But they're still a terrible run defense. Let's see why they stopped this run. Bosa. Al-Shair. Nice. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2nd and 7. Oh, I'll show here. God, if this was Dre Greenlaw, people would roast him all week, man.
Yep.
Well, I guess Alshire can't cover man-to-man. Jeez.
Yeah. Ertz on Alshire. That's a win for Arizona.
You know, in the past, the Niners would always put Jimmy Ward on their tight ends, and that's why tight ends never do anything against the Niners. But now you got Alshire. Ooh.
Yeah, they're bringing the blitz there from Hufanga again. He's not even coming close to getting home, and it's easy.
Is that his only pressure look, D'Amico? Is Hufanga blitz? Is that it?
In this game so far, that's pretty much what we see. They bring
Terrible.
Hufanga every once in a while.
You know, I was really down on Robert Saleh, but when I started doing film breakdowns in 2019, I could see that his pressures were actually really creative and effective.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that yet from D'Amico, but it's early. Okay, here we go.
Pressure again, and
Yep. Do you think that's intended to be like a run blitz?
It might be. It might be. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't mind these little 2 and 3 yard runs that they're giving up here, but it's the bigger chunk plays that they
right.
And we've seen this. I brought this up going back to the Philadelphia game week 2, and that we've seen this happen with this 49ers defense cannot stop the run between the tackles.
No.
And teams are going to drive the ball down the field on them. And the 49ers' whole defensive philosophy is to bend but don't break. And
right.
The problem with that is that it forces your offense to be perfect if you're giving up points as often as they have the last couple of weeks.
Right. Okay, now you have a different front. Look at that. I mean, it was 3rd and 1. Maybe they could have used this in the goal line, something like this. I don't know. Just occurred to him. So that's a bear front.
Yeah.
You see the 3 guys in close and the 2 guys setting the edge. A lot of guys in the box. Still can't stop the quarterback sneak. I heard that Colt McCoy was studying Jimmy Garoppolo's technique on the sneaks. That's why he got this. Because everyone knows Jimmy's the best. He's elite at the sneaks.
They spent all that. Garoppolo spent all that time with Tom Brady up in New England. So he learned that.
That's true. That's true. This is an interesting formation.
This is the play they scored the touchdown on, or similar to the play they scored the touchdown earlier. Much better job by Ford to come up and make the tackle, though.
Okay. Let's see the Niners fix and make an adjustment. Nice. Bounce him outside. Good job, Alshire and Mosley. Good job.
I don't know if the alignment was different as far as the offense on that one from the first one. It's the same play. 98 does a better job than Bosa did because you see how he squeezes that gap, so he takes the inside out. So he's the one that spills it correctly.
Right. See, that's the point I want to make is that the defensive end does have an impact here. I'm not saying you didn't say that, but I'm just saying Bosa's a problem in the run defense. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Bosa has been a problem in the run defense the last few weeks, and you can see it here with Arden Key. Just Arden Key does a better job here.
Yeah. And I'm not sure, like I said, I don't know if the alignment was a little bit different, so it allows him to squeeze it better, but he definitely does a better job of squeezing.
Okay, so now you got Key and Bosa on the field together, which is smart because Key's a better pass rusher than Mebucom. No question about it. Armstead's having a good game so far. Boom.
Is that the backup tackle? I mean, I know that Arizona lost Justin Pugh early in the game. I'm not sure if he was the right guard.
So he really should be working this guy, and he is. Key does a good job too. Nice.
Yeah.
Armstead, nice.
Yep, it's a nice one.
Okay, 3rd and 18.
3rd and 18, they run a little screen. I don't know what Kingsbury gets upset about here, but he definitely gets upset. You'll see him on the sideline.
This is the play. Yeah, okay. This is the play where Josh Norman, man. And what is not the situation? What is the score here?
It's
14-0. Okay, so again, these are really important plays.
Yeah, 14-0. I don't understand what he's so fired up about. There's something that he saw that got him really upset. I don't see it though.
On the field. Yeah. What?
Unless
Is
he felt like
is it about Norman? Hold on. So this is Norman. Okay.
no, I think I think he might be yelling because when he starts to tackle, he kind of has like almost looks like a horse collar in a way. I don't think he has one by the back of his jersey though. Like by
Okay.
the
So
back
he
of the
felt like
shoulder
it's
pad.
like a tackling process or something there.
That's what I'm. That's the only thing I
K1.
can think of.
Okay. So K1 grabs him, and then forward progress has been stopped. Then he twists him around, and he gets all upset.
Yep.
And he deserves this penalty because get
Yep.
off the field.
Yep. And then I don't know what at this point. I don't know what
Yeah.
Norman's doing because he's not even around. And look where Norman is. He's in the middle of it. He's celebrating with his guys,
Yeah. He
and
just
then he's gonna
jumped
get up
into
and start.
Harden Key,
Uh-huh.
and then and we don't get to see it, but
Yeah. So right, but now you get 1st and 24 because he just can't shut his mouth, and so that ball was at the 21-yard line. It would have been a 15-yard penalty against Arizona, so it would have taken it back from the 21 to the 36. So now
right.
you're looking at a 46 plus 7,
Field goal.
53, a 53-yard field goal. I mean, Prater can hit a 53-yard field goal, but that's not as likely as what they end up with. And they almost get a break right here because they get a nice job. This is going to be Bosa does a nice job of getting him from behind.
Yeah.
Forces the fumble. And now you've got, look at that. You got four 49ers around the ball, and Arizona recovers it.
Oh my God.
Look at that. You've got
That's crazy, man.
And Warner's going to dive on the ball.
Yeah.
And then
85 isn't even trying. You
No.
got Warner with 29 behind. I mean, wow.
29 needs to jump, like really kind of needs to jump in there as well. They all have, 13 looks like he wants to try to scoop and score.
Yeah.
Wilson,
This
I don't
guy
know.
looks like he wants no part.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
29 is thinking about it. But I think they're all thinking like, Warner's got this. Oh, man. But it takes a little funny bounce. No, Warner's talking to it now. He's listening to it like a conch shell. Oh, what happened? What?
Yeah, the ball ends up.
Kicks it. Dude, Kirkpatrick, get off the field. Dre, get off the field. He kicks it out of Warner's hand. I think it's Dre Kirkpatrick. Somehow his knee doesn't buckle here. That looks bad. Oh, kicks it out of Fred. He literally, there's no one else there. He kicked it out of his hands. Kick save. No, he used to play for the Cardinals.
Yeah, because he doesn't have it when he doesn't have control of the ball when he gets hit, does he?
Wow, Drake Kirkpatrick. Wow. I wish I had more hands so I could give you 4 thumbs down. Man, Drake,
get your banana hands out.
There's no way that Lenore and Thomas are that bad, man. Drake Kirkpatrick. Wow, I got to make a film of him.
Whew. No. Well, if we have time at the end, we'll get into that because that's. I think it's absolute garbage that you have Lenore sitting on the bench and these two yahoos playing corner. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call them yahoos, but I mean really, come on. These are street.
I think we can call them yahoos.
You got a street free agent, 2 street free agents playing ahead of a guy who. I mean, there's no way that you can tell me that Deommodore Lenore is worse than Drake Kirkpatrick. Have the 49ers watched Drake Kirkpatrick play this year?
He literally kicked the ball out of Fred Warner's hand. That's an all-timer. But he wasn't. Folks, he's not done. Stay tuned for more Drake Kirkpatrick in this game. Because actually, that moment hasn't even come yet.
As if the touchdown pass at the end of the Indianapolis game wasn't bad enough, right?
Yeah.
That was come on. And then we got Colt McCoy looking like Trey Lance with the QB draw for a first down.
Okay, so they get the field goal. I think.
Yeah, they get the field goal. This is the end of the half.
End of the half. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. All right.
So right now, we're at the point in the game at 17-7. 49ers
game.
Yeah, they just grabbed some momentum at the end of the first half, and this is what you're going to come out with to start the second half.
This is what I don't understand. This is how you question, like, how well coached is this team? How did this happen? What?
They bring a little pressure off the edge. McCoy, they do a good job of picking it up. Bosa can't get there.
McCoy does a great. I was expecting, but yeah, this isn't good either.
McCoy does a great job of stepping up. The receiver's supposed to be running across the field, but he stops and turns when he sees what's going on in the backfield.
Oh man.
It's a great play by Arizona and the 49ers. Look at Bosa just runs right by it.
Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, and then Kirkpatrick's in the
Kirkpatrick.
backfield out there. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm talking.
That's a tight end. Tight end. Is it not a tight? It's tight end.
No, it's a receiver.
85.
He's a receiver.
Okay. And
I think. One. Yeah.
I'm looking at
and then takes Hufanga, can't make the tackle. He gains 8 yards after getting hit by Hufanga. Come on.
Yeah.
Tackle. I'm sorry. This whole performance by the 49ers defense is pitiful. They should be ashamed of themselves. There's not one player on the 49ers defense that really plays a good game. Yeah.
Who is this guy? I need to know who you are and why you're beating Drake Kirkpatrick. Hold on. 85. It's like Wesley or something.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, he's an all-pro. Okay, let's 1st and 10. It's going to get worse. Hold on real quick. We have a donation. Purple Baby Skunk says, Grant, can a list be made of hits and misses of Lynch and Shanahan? I feel Lynch has more misses and bigger ones. Lynch needs to be fired and Shanahan can get one more year with a new GM. Possible. Maybe a new GM would want to keep Kyle. That's possible. I think it's pretty impossible to assign responsibility for certain moves between them. I mean, do you think you could do that, Jack? I mean, it'd be a lot of guessing. It'd be guessing.
You kind of have to guess a little bit. I mean, there's certain guys that that Shanahan wanted, but it's a little tough to know exactly who's who with all of them.
Yeah. Sorry. I wish I could, but they don't want us to know, and that's by design. Okay, moving on. Is this the screen? I'm waiting for the screen.
No, it's going to come up here after this.
Okay, great. Okay, just another run play. Niners.
They stop it up. They play it night. They play it good.
Yep.
It's amazing how much better the 49ers defense looks when the linebackers step up like Alshire just did right there instead of just standing back 4 or 5 yards downfield.
Boom. Yeah.
You see, he fires at it and forces them to bounce, and then all that confusion. Right. Warner's able to get upfield and make a play.
Call. Okay. So
now they're gonna.
They should hit him with a little play action.
This play right here is fantastic. They're going to run the screen. You're going to get a blitz off the edge by Fonga.
Play action, nice. Yep. Oh God.
Terrible angle by Hufanga later. Watch Tavon. Watch Hufanga and Wilson. Those are the guys to watch because Hufanga turns and he's not able to get there right there. That should be the tackle.
Okay, hold on. Let's do one by one. So Hufanga is here.
Yep. So he's going to blitz, but he does a good job of realizing what's happening and turning and chasing. But he just takes a poor angle. His angle's got to be upfield. Or about the 35. He's too slow.
Too slow. So that's bad angle.
That's number one. And now let's watch Wilson. He takes a bad angle. He over pursues. He does the opposite.
He's trying to get out in front of that block, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
And he doesn't get it. And then the good. If you watch this play all the way through, you see Talanoa Hufanga chases all the way through the backfield, all the way to the end zone. This play reminds me. If you remember, have you seen Talladega Nights, Grant?
Yes.
The scene when Will Ferrell is running around the track like he's on fire.
Yes.
That's Talanoa Hufanga on this play.
That's so funny.
Because but he's gonna keep chasing him. That's Talanoa,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And he's going to keep chasing after him. That's how Hufanga plays, though. You're going to see it again in a few minutes. He just runs. He runs around like his hair's on fire. That's what they said about him during training camp.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he knows where he's going half the time.
Fair, but I want to look. It's easy to pile on Hufanga. He's not good. Let's come back though. This play starts once again. Which direction they go, Jack? They're not stupid.
To the right side.
To Bosa.
Yeah.
And once again. He has no awareness that, your guy is not blocking you. He's going right behind you, and he's surprised. And, of course, Hufanga does Hufanga things after that. But let's not let Bosa off the hook either. That's twice they went at you. And they're doing it on purpose. They're like, when we do this play, let's not waste it. Let's go at Bosa.
Yeah, that's a good point. Really good point.
All right, moving on. So that's
because when they've tried those types of screens, they have all been at Bosa.
Right. And to me, this is the worst play so far the defense has put on tape. This is disgusting. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
There's no other word for it. It's disgusting. It's not NFL. It's like UCLA would do something like that.
Well, the next one's going to be even better.
Nice. I'm glad. I like to
Yeah.
build up. You don't want to.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's this one starts. Watch Armstead and Bosa at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, oh, oh my goodness. Oh wow. Let's watch
Bosa,
it. Let's really appreciate this. Okay, so once
Bosa,
again, let's come back. This is okay.
Bo, Bosa's unblocked.
Yeah.
Doesn't get a hand on him.
Yeah.
That's
Also,
so,
you got this. Hold on. So you got the same damn front you always use.
okay. Now watch the
And
linebackers. Watch the
yep,
linebackers.
the linebackers are frozen.
They,
Warner doesn't. Warner's like going over here. He's late, real late. And also the safeties. You got him moving back. You're trying to be cute on where the eighth defender's coming from. He's moving back. You bring him down. They run to where he's moving backwards. And it's just not a great look to defend the run and also awful execution. It's a nice concoction of badness by the 49ers.
yeah, and I understand that Hufanga's he's going that as his gap, but there's no reason for him to be attacking that gap like he is. Yeah,
They really want Bosa to read this here. He's worried about McCoy keeping it.
they ran it one time at him, right?
What is he doing, dude? Bosa is playing like a guy who has very little awareness. I almost said situational. Very little awareness. What is this, man?
They've got 54 standing out there. If on this, if he just attacks this thing downhill and makes the tackle right there, it's cool because even if 12 holds onto it, you have 54 to make the tackle.
Right?
He's unblocked.
It's Colt McCoy, Nicholas.
Exactly.
Nicholas, it's Colt McCoy. Damn, man, dude, it's funny, when I used to watch film, I used to try to be critical of Nick Bosa. It was hard. He's so good, and you can really appreciate it. But this year, I feel like the last 2 weeks in particular, teams are having success running at him. And we haven't done the defense the last few weeks, but now it's like I can see why. I see why they're looking at tape being like, actually, we got to run this way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Anyway, Nick,
we got to attack this guy.
Confused.
Well, and it's funny because he's usually not on that side, right? He's usually on the other side.
Good point. That's a great point. And you got Kirkpatrick just kind of flailing around. Nice. Oh, your time's coming, Dre. Don't worry.
It's coming up real quick.
Okay. So poor execution from Bosa. Interesting. He needs to play better for this run defense to improve. Okay, another screen. 85. Okay, he's a wide receiver. I believe it.
Yeah. That's one. They're not a whole lot for them.
Receivers have 80 numbers anymore.
Yeah, you don't see him very much.
No, you don't. Oh, Dre. Throwing his body around. Nice. Well, he did that a little later. Okay. 2nd and 6. Is it coming up?
It's coming up. It's on this drive. It's
nice.
A little bit.
It's the way it ends. It's the
coup de
pièce
grace.
de resistance. It's the day. Yeah. Okay. Play action. Quick throw. Don't expect to see an incomplete throw anytime soon because there are only 4 of those in this game from Colt.
Yeah, that's a nice play.
Yep.
They're not asking him to do a whole lot, He's not. They're not asking him to make big plays, get the ball to your playmakers.
They're coaching it perfectly for Colt McCoy. I didn't realize it, but Colt McCoy was Kirk Cousins' backup in Washington for a long time. So he's been with Sean McVay a long time, and you can kind of see it. He's been with some good coaches.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah. I was like, why the hell is Colt McCoy on this team? I didn't even get it, but he's been with McVay. I can understand valuing that experience. I get it.
He's a good backup.
Yep, definitely.
Get him out there for a game or two.
Knows exactly what to do. Probably operates the system better than Kyler. Now he's not as good as Kyler. Kyler freelances a lot. This is what the system's supposed to look like.
Yeah, and if the biggest thing is that in this game they run, they kind of commit to the run. They don't really try to get the ball downfield too much. They just kind of play it easy, and it really is a nice style of offense that
what
works for
Jack
them.
is trying to say is that there's a quarterback controversy in Arizona. Look, this is the front they use now. Killing me, man. Now you use it midfield because it's 3rd and 1 or something, but not at the goal line. That kills me. kills me. I mean, you can't give up on the one. You can't just give up. I don't get it, man. That's a real front.
Yeah, there's no reason. I don't know what. I don't remember if there was another receiver out there. If it was a 12 personnel. If it was 12 personnel, then it doesn't make any sense because that's what they were in down at the goal line.
Yeah.
If they're trying to match personnel.
I think this might be it.
No, it's coming up. It's after this.
Oh, now they're trying to run a screen away from Bosa. Big mistake. No, they get the first down, though. No, they don't. Just kidding. It is first down. Away from Bosa, just to keep him honest. But let's just see what Sampson does on this. Sampson comes down.
He does a nice job. That's the way it's supposed to be played. Right. And then you got 64 out there just kind of spin around in circles. But no. And here it is. This is again, we saw already with 4, but they're going to run this one to the left side, and the corner needs to come up and fill on this one.
That's a real light box. That's a real light box on 2nd and 5. Like, that's not 3rd and 9. I'm just saying, you have a terrible run defense. That's a real light box. That's the same damn front. That's what I call the wide 9 from now on. The same damn front. Oh! Oh, God. Whoa! That's like PG-13, man. Damn.
Stop this. Do not stop your feet, kids.
Jeez. You're not allowed to play football anymore after that. That's it. That's the end. The dream is over. Oh! Talk about catching.
Yeah.
You know what this looks like? This looks like those scenes in movies like, The Water Boy, where they're trying to make football look real, but like it's not. Because like one, it's like a bunch of actors. Like, what? This is terrible. This is, I mean, who does something good on this play? Hufanga just gets blocked out of the play, and then you just get, nice. That's great. That's a good look. That's 49ers football right there.
It's 49ers football in 2021, that's for sure.
Jesus.
And that's really the end of the game, because from this point on, the rest of the game, it's
31-14. Yeah, this is just where we're firing off snarky tweets at this point.
Yeah, for the next 20 minutes,
they
don't, the 49ers finally stop them. And
all right. Should we end it here? I know you have some engagements at 3.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Enough
is enough, right?
I think what you saw here is that's really the bulk of what you need to see from this game, because after that point, like we said, the Arizona just goes into kill the clock mode, and that's it.
And Kyle Shanahan takes credit for those stopping those runs. Can we just say, look, let's talk execution first. Guys who were terrible in execution. The 2 linebackers. Alshire really struggled, but Fred Warner wasn't much better. It's alarming to see that from the best linebacker in the league.
Absolutely. For a guy that's going to be the highest paid linebacker in the NFL to play like this, it's not good.
Like, Fred Warner is not – right now, he's not good against the run. The Niners have a bad run defense. He's part of the reason why. It's shocking. He is really good in coverage. But if you can't stop the run, they're not going to throw the ball that much. Another person who's a problem in the run defense, Nick Bosa. Amazing. And, of course, these backup safeties are horrendous. Also, the cornerbacks are not good. Armstead was pretty good.
Yeah, Armstead had an okay
game. Armstead's the best player in the defense right now.
Yeah, he's playing. He played well in this one. DJ Jones, DJ Jones is good, but outside of those two, you're seeing a lot of guys struggling, and it's 2 weeks in a row. I know we didn't break down the film last week, but Chicago went up and down the field on the 49ers except until late in the game. So tough look. I don't know how the 49ers get out of this.
Before we finish up, the coach D'Amico. Not enough change-ups, man. When you're getting, I know it was only a few chunk runs, but they were every other drive. You got to switch it up, man. And on 2nd and whatever, you just go to these like too high shot. I don't feel like D'Amico did enough. Now he's down 6 starters. I feel for him, but he's got to do more. He's got to switch it up.
Yeah, he was down 6 starters, so that is a problem. But you're also facing a team that was down 5 starters. Right,
and that look on 1st and goal from the 1 is unacceptable. That's
yes,
bad.
Yeah, that's Yeah, no, that's the second time we've seen him do that in the goal line situation. We saw him do that.
It's like a brain fart.
Yeah, we saw them do that in the game against Seattle, where they lined up and they have the linebacker inside on Metcalf. Remember that one? And so instead of calling timeout, you just let him run and it's a touchdown. This one, I don't understand it because you're in 12 personnel. Why are you not playing? It's not like they're out there in a spread or anything that makes you think that you're going to have to really cover the pass on first and goal from the 1.
It's a bad look for a first-year defensive coordinator. It's a bad look for a team the effort was bad. That one play with the screen was horrendous. Whew. If this can't motivate the Niners to get their shit together and play harder against the Rams, I don't know what can. This is the kind of game coaches shouldn't have to work too hard. All you got to do is show the plays. This is what you look like. Nick, Nick, what do you think of your performance here? Nick, Fred, what are you going to do? You going to play better than this? You don't have to say shit. Just show the film and say you're going to do this against the Rams on Monday Night Football. You're going to show everyone this?
Yep.
I don't know.
This whole thing starts off though with discipline. That's what the whole issue with this 49er defense is, a lack of discipline and guys doing their own job.
Yeah.
And that starts with Josh Norman being your starting cornerback, doing what he did, and you come in on Monday or after the game on Monday and you say, "No, he's my starting cornerback." Yeah. I like what he does. Yeah. I like the he's forced, I think 3 or 4 fumbles. He's a cornerback. I don't really give a crap if the guy forces a fumble. Yeah. You can watch him. His eyes are in the backfield all the time. He's going to make a few plays for you, but come on, if you're going to have if it's okay for you to have guys like that, then you better have discipline throughout the rest of the team to make up for that. And they don't have it. That's part of the problem is you have guys running around the field trying to make up for other stuff. And it just doesn't work. Think what Bill Belichick always says, do your job.
Do your job. Bosa's not doing his job. Warner's late to trigger. Shair's late to trigger. Hafunga's running around like he doesn't know what's going on. I mean, it's a lot of – this team isn't working together. This team is not cohesive. Very strange what's going on.
It's a mess. This is the worst defensive performance that I've seen from the 49ers in a long time. Yeah. If this is the way they're going to play for the rest of this year, they're done. Might as well
again, they were so good against Arizona 3 weeks ago. When they did that to Arizona, I was like, wow, D'Amico might be better than Robert Saleh. Wow. And it's just all fun. You couldn't stop Colt McCoy. Guys, this needs to be an aberration. You need to bring back the stuff so good against Seattle and Arizona in weeks 3, 4, and 5. Mm-hmm. What happened? Is it all gone? Because to me, honestly, this looks like a team that has bigger problems. This has a team that looks like they're like, they've already got knocked down once and they're a little dazed.
Yeah, is Jimmy Ward and Jaquaski Tart, are they really that important to your team that you go from that you fall apart like this? I mean, and if that's if
that's the case, then you should have been spending first-round picks on safeties the last 3 years because these guys get hurt. I mean,
absolutely.
Damn. Okay. Anyway, well, the Funga experience will be fun next week. Tomorrow on your channel, we'll do offense.
Sounds good.
Time TBD, but we'll figure it out. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you around.